Young carers are children or young people that care for someone in their family that's got a physical or a mental illness, a disability, or maybe also substance misuse issues.
I am Mia. I'm 14 and I'm a young carer. I think I was registered when I was about 9 or 10.
Hi, I'm Sadie. I'm 17 and I'm a young carer.
I'm 15 and I started caring at the young age of probably about 6 maybe. I care for my mother and my 2 sisters because they've all got learning disabilities.
I've been caring for my dad since I was about 8, who has multiple sclerosis, and my mum since I was about 13, who has ME, fibromyalgia and neuropathy.
Responsibilities that a young carer might have to take on is having to maybe shop for the person they're caring for, maybe have to provide for medicine from the pharmacy, maybe having to change them, maybe having to cook them.
But also it can be emotional care, which is just as valid and can be just as much of a strain on your own mental health if you're not acknowledging that or being aware of that.
A BBC study in 2010 found that probably 1 in 12 young people was taking on mid to high level care. If you think about that in terms of a classroom environment, that's up to 3 in a class, so the numbers are really, really high, and people don't realise that at all. They're a really hidden group of young people.
The situation that I'm in is, I'd say, really tough because I have to take on more responsibilities than others do.
I think because there's a bigger burden, it means that there's more on your plate at school. So it'd make homework more difficult and just concentrating in class more difficult because there's more on your mind.
It can make you feel a lot more down or stressed, which makes it like trying to revise extremely difficult. I find in my own life that sometimes by the time I sit down to do my own revision, I'm just exhausted.
I feel like schools could give out more information about young carers and alert teachers and students about young carers and who they are.
Why should young carers be bullied for being who they are? Like, they are repping who they are. They shouldn't have to be bullied because they care for someone.
There's often not an understanding in school about who young carers are and what they do. They're often just not identified until there's a moment of crisis. So quite often they can be going through school, maybe struggling to attend, struggling to have the time to concentrate on their work, do their homework, but people aren't really aware that this situation is going on for them at home.
Sheffield Young Carers, they are an organisation based in Sheffield to allow young carers to have a getaway card, to have fun, to go on trips, to get to meet new people, to do challenges, to overcome hills that they never thought they could overcome, and they could escape that little small bubble they've been trapped in. Don't feel shy about being a young carer, do you know what I mean? Forget about the bullying, forget about this, forget about that, forget about what people are going to say. You're a young carer, you care for someone that you love. Rep it, absolutely rep who you are, do you know what I mean? Who cares what they're going to say? You're a Sheffield Young carer, just rep it, man.